Hey guys, Don here from State 801, bringing a new video on Doomsday specialty points, guys. I was asked by an Alliance member, and their name is Pakistani, and they asked me to make a Doomsday video guide on specialty points. So, in my first video, I kind of touched up on the initial phases of how you go ahead and go through your first season, what you're looking for, and so forth. But I kind of wanted to expand a little bit upon what these specialties do, what they mean when you get into season 2, 3, 4, and Eden, and kind of just give you the basic rundown of the specialty points. My next video that I'm going to put out goes into each one a little bit more specifically, and then my final video on this series will be exactly what you should be doing through each phase, when you should respect, and when you should change your specialty, and so forth. And I know there's not a lot of material on that, so I hope this helps you guys. And please just keep leaving me comments and suggestions in the video, and I'll keep making the material, guys. So without further ado, here we go. So your Doomsday specialty points, you have certain skills that you can unlock, but let's go here. Number one, what is the only thing that increases your specialty points, right? It's pretty much honor. So how do you gain honor? Number one, the biggest honor gain you're going to have is realistically through tiling. Tiling all day long, gaining tiles, letting them go, and so forth. But the second biggest one, and really the most important one, is not only time. I mean, they're both equally important. So I don't want to say the most important, but they're both equally important, is your tiling and your Doomsday mission quest. You have to get those done, guys. You don't have to get every single one of them done, but do as much as you can in that area, because that is where it's going to give you the points. I didn't realize this when I first started, and it took me a long time to learn, but I'm hoping to bring all of this to light to you guys, and so you guys can avoid the mistakes I made and just get better at this quick. But let's run them down. So your green tree is primarily a lot of ways for you to gain either access to your specialty points, which is green tree left and going down, where you're going to go ahead and have a lot of honor gains as you build buildings. There's a honor gain trick that I can show you guys later on in the video, but there's other people who have posted this, and it's pretty well known from the community how to do this. If you go up, you kind of get a little bit of increase in your disease crops, or depending on if you go right, you get oil and ore and fossil fuel to go ahead and produce your materials for upgrading your processing plants or your assault and garrison buildings, whichever one. But going down to the right, which I suggest for those who are like in season 2, have a decent amount of points, this is really going to help you. And even in season 3, 4, and Eden, to tile up and gain all of these extra territory bonuses is going to give you huge amounts of honor. So this will help you through most of the season. I know that at the beginning it's hard because you don't have a lot of points, and you need to keep them in a certain spec so you can continue to grow at a certain rate. But when you have enough points, maybe season 3, 4, or Eden, you might have some extra points that you can lay into this area, and this is going to help you. So this kind of lays out the green specialty, where you have going left, it's building honor points, going right, it's tiling honor points, and going up is kind of producing the materials as fast as you can to gain higher immunity, or to build your buildings faster, whatever it may be. Now, if we go to the blue tree, this is where a lot of people are going to spend most of their time. So initially, not in season 1, but season 2 going forward, initially The initial start is to build your assault fortresses going down. You respec, you go down, you build your assault and garrison fortresses, you build them, they're done. Once they're done, you respec, and typically, hopefully you have enough points, you go all the way right and down. You gain this virus immunity. What this does is allow you to gain access to higher level tiles almost immediately. So initially you can pretty much build 4 virus centers. And each one of these virus centers, as you can read through this, the max level is you're going to get 75 immunity per virus center. So that means that per all 4 of yours, each time you get one of these nodes, right, you're going to be adding another 300 immunity. So that's 300, 600, 900, 1200. 1200 immunity from these 4 nodes. Basically, you can start off on level 7s or 8s pretty much immune, no problem whatsoever. And that's huge because from starting at 7s or 8s initially, and if you're forcing tiles, you can force, maybe 9s, 10s, if you have the heroes to do it, you can basically gather the materials you need to upgrade your virus immunity centers quick, fast, and in a hurry so you can get to those 12s in the first week or 16s in some cases in the first week, depending on the heroes you have, depending on what season you are, and so forth. So it's super huge in the first couple of weeks to get this and to hold this till you at least get 12s that you can clear them no problem, where you can actually reset off of this and then move forward. Now going left, you have your production plants. Now these are great because that means you can produce materials super quick, super fast. But the problem is, initially, you're not going to be making that much material to produce. So you actually have to kind of forego this side initially, maybe not season 1. Season 1, you would want to go this way because you want to produce the materials as fast as you can. You really don't have a lot of specialty points to work with. So yes, in season 1, you probably want to go left and think up. Yes, so left and up to produce as fast as you possibly can. Um, the remainder of this tree is the up section, which this really has more so to play in Season Eden and Season X Eden, where you need destruction power to take down structures, and this can offer you huge, huge, huge bonuses for your destruction power and taking down these buildings. If you have a couple of big guys who, they work hard to get their immunity up, and then they go back and they spec into this tree, or even if they have enough specialty points, they can keep their virus immunity going right and down and then go up all the way. I mean, this is amazing. This will add so much destruction power to your fighters for Eden. But again, this is really for Eden, not so much anything else outside of it. And I probably would not spend any points in there from season 1 to 4 because they're useless for you guys. You really don't need it unless you want to take tiles which are, be able to one-shot a tile with vehicles. But even then, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys. So Green Tree is kind of gaining more and more points, honor points for your specialty points. Blue Tree has virus immunity, has production, has your additional salt and garrison buildings, and then for Eden, you have additional destruction power. Now in the red tree, we have a lot of cool things here, guys. This is going to help you either defense for fighting other players, which is siege defense. You're going to have offense, which is fighting other players for siege offense. Or you're going to have tile bonuses for might and defense. So it's like taking tiles or, taking honor structures. So season 1 through 4, if you're fighting guys and you're trying to take their honor buildings, this is going to help you. Or if you're taking tiles from people going up on this honor tree, up will help you. Now, right and down, depending on the unit you want to go, because you can either go shooters, vehicles, or fighters, this will help you to fight other players. So if you're battling other players, you're fighting them, you're going to be attacking their base. This helps you for attacking their base. The tree to the left here helps when you're getting attacked on your base, okay? This upper tree is pretty much for tiles, for honor structures, and for defending your alliance centers, okay? So this is going to help in those senses. So going up is great for that. Going right is fighting people. Going left is defending against people. Let's just say, like, put it in other words. KE, if you're going to attack people, you want to go right down. If you want to defend against people, you go left down. And then for only for your build for your Doomsday, you're going to want to go up. Now, there's also some really cool key features when you get to the end when you have enough points. For instance, these flags are amazing in Eden. Okay, even in season 1 through 4, they're pretty damn good because what it does is it ultimately reduces the amount of durability you need when you're attacking, let's say, an alliance center. Let's say you guys are attacking an alliance center, instead of it costing you 10 durability, it's going to cost you 5. It's going to cost you half the amount. So you get double the amount out of it. Plus, the destruction power can be increased, which is also huge, right? So you can actually put these additional bonuses and say, hey, we're going to increase the amount of durability or the amount of destruction power our fighters have to take this building down fast. That's mostly used for Eden, but it can be used for season 1 through 4, but it's not a primary stat for those seasons. So I'll say that disclaimer, but they're really, really good either way. But basically, guys, that gives you the rundown of this. I mean, ultimately, you really, really want to make sure you complete your season Eden quest as much as you can, because outside of Eden, you can't gain honor. Okay, there's no way you do it unless you spec down. I think it's a green tree. You come here, and I think it's is it there or is it here? Yeah, once a day you can gain some honor, but it's minute. It's not really super effective, but for the most part, green tree is just to gain honor, to do the honor trick, which is something you can probably find that out real easy on the internet. But if not, if you guys really want to know how to do it, just let me know. I'll put it out there and I'll explain it bit by bit. And this helps you boost a bunch of honor points. And going right will help you for your tiling. Going up will help you produce more. Blue tree, self-explanatory. Red tree, kind of self-explanatory. But if you guys got any more questions, please let me know. I'm going to try to put out a next video to explain when you should go ahead and change your specialty points and kind of flip between certain areas to another area, my reasoning why, and just kind of explain my method. Maybe it doesn't apply to everybody, but hopefully it's something that you guys can use. And please let me know if you want to know anything else. Thank you.